series of coincidental plant and stock disrepairment and high minority inhabitation. Unquote. They're going to have a team of census takers that are going to be canvassing the Van Buren corridor. And due to the high crime rate, they're going to need police escort, and that's Renko and Hill.
We are thrilled beyond words.
Item 15. Final day for equestrian application to Lieutenant Howard Hunter. And in other sport news, Bowling League opens tonight.
What's the biggest problem facing Poland today?
What?
The 7-10 split.
Hey, where did the Polish groom sit at his wedding?
Where?
On the reset button.
Okay. It's 8 o'clock. Tonight, Harrison Lanes, that's on the south corner of the Harrison Square. Be there, huh? Okay, let's roll. Hey! And let's be careful out there.
It's a little bit funny. I just love it. People got zero idea the contribution that Poland makes to culture, religion, military, economics. I gotta go to the bathroom. But believe me, this isn't finished.
Hey, Robert, Mr. Tasco, are we ready?
Great day to count. Cold. People stay indoors.
Excuse me, Mr. Tasco, Lieutenant. Sir, did you get our application to the equestrian?
Top of the list, Andrew, and I'm looking forward to you men riding on my flanks.
Renko, phone.
Great. Bobby. Ever ride before?
No, Lieutenant.
Not to worry, you're athletic.
Lieutenant, is it true that horses can't see anything directly in front of them?
Daryl Lane, you're gonna have to speak up, darling. I can't hardly hear you. You say what? Oh, sweet baby, are you sure? Daryl Ann, please don't cry like that. I don't know, Daryl Ann. I'm going to have to talk to you about it. I'll just have to see you later. Daryl Ann? Check, okay? I don't know where to check. I just check however it is that you would be checking. Okay. Goodbye. Lord, oh Lordy.
So, Mr. Tasco, you right.
Bobby Hill, my Daryl Ann's pregnant.
You're kidding. A little cowboy? Great! I'm gonna be an uncle!
Yeah. I want you to know, if I ain't back here in 20 minutes, I want you to come after me with a plumber's helper, because I just may flush my very existence.
Leo, did Frank leave the suitcase here for me?
Frank Jr.'s, I presume.
Yes, thank you. I think he'd lose his head if it wasn't screwed on.
Oh, it's you and me, Mom.
Hey, excuse me.
Let's jiggle. Let's
I
go.
said excuse me.
Let's
Listen, mister.
get busy.
Drive, North 24th Street.
Parado, a stabbing?
Interrogation.
Leo, I am very disappointed. Do you believe her?
The woman got scared. Period.
What do you think, Henry?
What?
Joyce Davenport.
Maybe she really couldn't see his face.
Do you believe that?
No. Yeah, well, she's been busting our chops for longer than I can remember about legal duties. And now she has one. Where is she? You know the sad part about it? That old black guy got croaked, the witness. He was a good guy.
All I can say is I am very disappointed.
Don't be too hard on them, Frank. It's just their opinion.
And your opinion?
Yeah.
Damn it, Henry, it's not that cut and dried.
I know it isn't.
Timothy Mullins killed to save William. Why wouldn't William kill to free Timothy?
I understand that.
Then you understand why I can't stand up for her. Maybe somebody should.
Frank, I can only call them as I see them. Ready for your press conference?
Don't worry about my press conference. You worry about getting something on Timothy Mullins that'll make.
Will do.
Frank, Henry, Howard. Friends, please, a moment. Ticklish. Yes, I'd say so. But believe me, my first priority here is camaraderie.
What are you getting at, Howard?
I've asked Faye to lunch. Now just say the word, and I'll pull out.
So then Carlos say, where's my money? I hit the number. And I say, nice. Don't do this, Carlos, man. You didn't have no number.
And then he started hitting you with a golf club?
Yeah, he beat me hard. Here. And here.
And you pulled the...
There is a witness that could prove it was self-defense.
Police report doesn't mention a witness.
I saw him. Krebs carpet. We was right outside. Old Morris, man, he saw us. He went back inside or something. Talk to him, man. He'll tell you.
Our best chances if the police would.
Please. I'm not a guilty man. This Carlos, he's conquistador. He's got the big record. I got my wife and my kid. I got no reason to cut him up unless he come after me.
I believe you, Mr. Parada. We'll try.
Sorry I'm late.
We've just finished.
I want you to know I completely understand why you wouldn't ID that animal. I hardly slept last night. I feel real bad for you.
Thanks.
I mean, I saw the gun and ducked. So don't let them bully you into anything. They can make the case some other way.
I don't know. Henry?
How you doing, Joyce?
Could I ask a favor? On my stabbing client, Parado, I think it's self-defense. There's a witness who might be able to substantiate.
You'd like us to bring him in?
If you would.
Nothing yet on Timothy Mullins. No other witness, no weapons.
hear of Chopin? I mean, did you ever hear of Pulaski?
The movie director.
Pulaski happened to be a very famous Polish general who practically gave the American Revolution to George Washington. They named a skyway in New Jersey after him.
Clara, I'm sure there are a lot of famous Polish people, okay? But that doesn't mean a joke can't be funny.
Yeah, but what is so funny about a reset button? I don't even know what a reset button is.
It's at a bowling alley. You press it to reset the pins.
Yeah, but you bowl. I don't bowl. What does that tell ya?
Any unit in vicinity of 3239 Jefferson, apartment 308, woman dead in wall.
Unit 2203 in vicinity. What does that mean?
Not sure, 2203 just says woman may be dead in the wall.
I got a busted furnace, the phone's ringing off the hook. Now I got some nutcase who hears voices in the wall.
Anybody in here?
In the wall.
It's a Murphy bed.
Something's lying, trying to kill me.
Okay, just relax.
Oh, that stinker! Get me out of here!
All right.
Oh, it's the police. Oh, thank heaven. Oh, thank heaven. Oh, it's the police.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you all right?
Oh, my husband trying to murder me. He rolled the bed up. He didn't care if I inspired or suffocated.
All right.
Oh.
Hey, you break it, man.
Oh, that maggot. That killing swine. You Jack the Ripper.
What's this all about?
Suppose you tell us.
It's a misunderstanding.
They tried to kill me.
I mistakenly rolled her up in the bed.
Since 8 o'clock this morning.
Can we agree that there's just been no harm done?
No harm. Oh, a man tries to punch his wife's clock in his viciousness and guilt. When he fails his sexual duty, I want to file charges.
That's a very complicated process.
Oh, he rolled me up like some dead sheep. I want that man arrested.
You got it, ma'am. You busted, sucker. Come on, turn around. All right, we got attempted murder, false imprisonment, abuse of a domestic facility. That ought to get you about 19 years. Let's go.
19 years?
Yeah.
Remy, one of us could be dead.
Really, 19 years?
No, these are very serious charges.
Yeah, well, maybe they could just bargain it down at just a couple of nasty weeks.
Not a chance. Let's go, creep.
Wait a minute. No, come on. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. No, honey. No. Oh, I didn't.
All units, vicinity
No,
operation
don't
stop
say.
and cop. We got non-permanent
Oh,
reports
please.
shots fired northbound on 122nd from Decker.
Responding. 2203, we're on our way.
And don't roll her up in the bed no more, okay?
We've got him in the alley. Oh, boy. I had to do that. I know I had to do it.
All right, what do we got here? 2211 Van S. 8 stories, 56 units.
I swear by
Last
it, we
federal
were so
count,
careful. We
216
took
occupants.
every conceivable precaution.
Conceivable is right.
Richie, you take 5 and 4. I'll make down 3.
Right.
Okay, good morning. What with your
wave of immigrants, both illegal and otherwise, your overpopulation of the future is becoming a thing of the present. All over the world, wherever you got voodoo birth control, you got your classic ingredients for the social domination of the unwed mother. Dropping babies like dandelion seeds. I'm moving too fast for you, son.
Hello, I'm from the...
Anyway, nobody wants to say anything to a coat and tie. They think you're the welfare, immigration, utilities, cops, and people complain about getting an honest count. Might as well be looking for an honest man.
Bueno. Quítanse de ellos. Estás inquieto. Yes?
Ma'am, I'm from the Census Bureau, and I wanted to ask you about the number of people living in the apartment here.
You're from the police.
Oh, no, ma'am. The Census Bureau. How many people are living in the apartment, please?
Just me, only me.
Ma'am, I hear children's voices in there.
Oh, pero es neighbor's kids. I babysit, you know.
¿Dónde está mi almuerzo, mami? Que tengo hambre.
Vengo ya. Just one person, only one. Eh? Bye.
Well, split the difference. Say 4.
Miss Tasco, I guess despite everybody's best efforts, sometimes birth control just don't work out, does it?
You're asking the wrong man that question, my friend. I've got 6 kids.
Sure gives someone food for thought, though, don't it?
Unit 2202, respond. Unit 2202.
This 2202.
Request immediate backup on Stop and Cop block. Proceed to 116th and Decker.
Miss Tasco, I'm going to have to leave you now. 2202 in response.
Oh, that's fine. I'd just soon work on my own.
Call in your location. We'll try to get back to you later, okay?
Sure. No hurry.
Frank, please. Just tell me your statement's going to do the job.
Hard for me to say, Chief.
Come on, you know the drill. Dedicated public servant, heat of the moment, contrition, humility.
I'm just not used to the public forum end of it.
You spit on his campaign promise, Frank. What do you expect him to do? Hand you the key to the city?
The whole thing's so out of proportion.
It was your mistake, my friend. Nobody else's. Ozzy's furious, and rightly so. I can't protect you. And I didn't get out of my sitz bath against doctor's orders to have my hiney kicked all over City Hall. So how about we go downstairs and you take your lumps?
I have a statement, and then there'll be a short question and answer period. During an interview yesterday, I made remarks regarding a drug operation being conducted by this department. At that time, I was speaking outside my role as precinct captain and police officer, and I should have realized that my words were derogatory and ill-considered. I would like to apologize to those who have worked so hard in the conception and execution of this operation. Question?
Are you now retracting what you said yesterday about Stop and Cop being a sham?
I never used that word.
Do you not believe Stop and Cop is going to take hard drugs off city streets?
We can't properly assess the success or failure of an operation until all the paperwork is in. If you just give it a chance.
Are you saying the operation is not politically motivated?
It's a police officer's duty to support and carry out the policies of its department, to do a good day's work.
What about the officer who was stabbed? Was that part of a good day's work?
Injuries are never acceptable, but sometimes they happen in this work.
We've been told one of your officers, Patrolwoman Pilsky, shot and killed an addict in a Stop and Cop related action less than an hour ago.
I'm aware.
Have you spoken to the officer?
Not as yet.
Will you be able to tell the officers that their actions were
Not
justified?
without knowing the circumstances.
So it's possible the action was not justified.
Look, at a time like this out on those streets, anything's possible. What I'm saying...
Captain, this doesn't sound like a blanket endorsement of Stop and Cop, Captain.
An endorsement? Look, the minute we start endorsing the wounding of officers and the death of citizens under any circumstances, well, we'd just better cancel the fundamental assumptions we all live under and start all over.
Sir,
That's all.
let me ask
Found that witness in the gang assault. And the storekeeper?
Is he in?
It's in lineup. Be a few minutes yet.
Thank you, Henry.
Just so you'll know, William Mullins was released from Michigan Avenue about an hour and a half ago.
Lieutenant, Linda Talbot to see you.
Talbot?
Lionel Talbot's daughter. The guy got shot yesterday.
Okay. Miss Talbot, I'm Lieutenant Goldblum.
Lieutenant, is it true that you have a suspect in my father's murder in custody?
Yes. But at the moment, I'm afraid we don't have enough evidence.
And that would be Timothy Mullins,
Yeah.
brother of the man, William, that my father was going to testify against.
That's correct.
And there were 3 people who heard the shots that killed my father, 2 of them right outside of his door. Is that right?
Unfortunately...
So my father tries to do what any good citizen is expected to do. And when it costs him his life, no one will do the same for him.
Miss Talbot...
That's what makes America great. Standing up for your neighbor. I want the names of these people, Lieutenant. I want to speak to them. I want to look them in the eye.
Frank, how'd it go?
It went.
Will Ozzy take his finger off the trigger?
I don't know. And I'm making a concerted effort not to dwell on it at the moment.
Excuse me, Frank, Mr. Davenport. Henry wanted you to know the witness on your assault case is in lineup.
All right, if I sit in. Frank.
Sure. Fine. Anything on Timothy Mullins?
Search of the area did not give us a weapon. No other witnesses have come forward.
I didn't see nothing. I was in the back of my shop the whole time.
Robert Parado says you were outside the shop when the assault
Inside.
occurred.
I was inside. I mean, I heard it, but I didn't see anything. And I didn't hear that much.
Mr. Krebs, Robert Parado is claiming self-defense here. If that's true and he's found guilty, an innocent man could go to prison.
There ain't no innocent people in that neighborhood.
You should know we could have you subpoenaed.
So go ahead. I mean, it's my word against his. There wasn't anybody else there, so who's to say?
You afraid of testifying against gang members, Mr. Krebs?
What kind of a stupid question is that?
We can give you protection.
Protection? Oh, sure. All right, first let's start with 4 radial tires, a live cat, and a new stomach for my wife. My wife was a witness against a gang kid you had up here about 5 years ago. She's out walking, she sees this punk shoot a guy. Broad daylight. We start getting phone calls in the middle of the night. I mean, things that'll make you cough your lunch. So I called the cops, who incidentally promised protection. Then when the tires are slashed on my car, you people come around and you say, that's too bad. She's been in and out of doctor's offices for 5 years. She can't even eat. So Go ahead, go ahead. Talk to me some more about protection, Lieutenant. Come on.
Faye, have I ever told you how much I admire your spirit?
My spirit?
Yes. Yes, this karate thing, for one. I mean, it stands to reason that the Eastern mind-body disciplines would be well suited to a woman of your deeply sensual nature.
I beg your pardon?
Faye, since I've been in therapy these last months, I have come to the realization that I no longer want to be an isolate. I'm ready to share my life with someone. And I have 2 tickets to the Philharmonic's upcoming rendition of Mahler's Fourth, and I would be honored if you'd join me.
Howard, are you asking me out on a date?
In a manner of speaking, yes. Would you?
No.
No?
No.
May I ask why?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing personal. It's just that, well, I'm up to here with dating cops, and I want to see how the rest of the world lives.
Well, that's probably very prudent.
I'm glad you understand.
If the classics are not up to your taste, we could go see a play.
Howard.
Or a movie, or just a dinner.
Howard, you're a very good and generous person, and a wonderful friend. But I don't care if you get 2 tickets to the inaugural ball. Nothing's going to change my mind about this.
Second story. Second window to the right. His name's Gerald Hutchcraft. He's charged mental patient. Power company shut off his lights.
Who's the guy?
One of the census takers, a Mr. Tasco.
Monte Tasco?
That line back. Thought you guys were escorting him.
We're calling off.
God. Mr. Hutchcraft. This is Lieutenant Goldblum again. Mr. Hutchcraft, listen to me. Your hostage is a census taker. He just counts people. He's got nothing to do with the power company. Yes. Yes. We are sending somebody. A real power company guy who knows how to turn your lights on. Call Gas and Electric again. Tell them to move it. Please, Mr. Hutchcraft, if you shoot him, then the real power company guy won't be able to help you anymore. Mr. Hutchcraft?
Blue Fox, this is Fox Leader. Can you get us a visual fix?
Negative, not enough light. I think the hostage is on the floor.
Someone's giving me the willies.
Yeah, Fear of the Dark. It's the oldest one in the book. Basic is breathing in.
Frank?
Why didn't you leave him alone?
They pulled us off, Captain.
We were in need of a backup on stopping
Who
cops.
gave the order?
I don't know.
I want your full reports on my desk when this is over. You got it?
Yeah.
What in the hell's going on, Henry? Simplest operation, and we can't protect anybody.
Frank,
just get him out of there. Just do it.
Some deterrence. We set up on 119th, chase them to 121st, and we move to 121st, they go back to 119th. It's great.
I was reading the study they did, federal. Out of 800 observation busts, 500 capped at arraignment, right? They did 15 days. 150 got kicked. 75 were blown at the search and seizure hearing. And 25 squealed and did easy time.
So that left 50 that were going to be off the street for any substantial time.
Oh, man.
Plus, every man that walks costs the city $1,700. Tell you the city wants to move that my way per unit. I'll get some junkies off the street in a hot second.
Yeah, well... Statistics are a big help.
Yeah, well, the truth ain't pretty either.
If we're gonna be out here, we ought to be doing it, making busts. You sound like the captain on TV yesterday.
Except I'm better looking on camera.
When's JD gonna be back?
Blood test was trouble, Mick. I don't know for sure. Maybe hepatitis.
JD was the best bowler we had.
Hey, Harry, you bowl, man?
Oh, I'd love to, but I got torched tonight.
Law school?
Yeah, second year.
Hey, no kidding. Must be a heavy load, man.
Yeah, well, you can take a 3/5 load. You know, you'd be done in 4 years.
All right.
You know, Mike, with the lens that long, you ought to open up a couple left stops. It's a habit.
Fine, Harry. Here, F-stop yourself to death. I'm going to the can.
Right here you shoot up?
Are you crazy? I'm a cop! Man, this is dumb! I ain't done nothing!
You're under arrest.
How you doing?
I'm okay, I guess. They're gonna put me on desk duty a week. IAD says that's standard policy.
Joe, come here. We need people on perimeter. The hostage scene 2200 Van Ness.
Got it. Listen, just try not to think about it so much, because it doesn't help.
Okay.
Clara,
Captain?
you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
IAD finished?
Mm-hmm. They were pretty easy on me, I think.
If there's anything I can do, let me know, will you?
Thanks.
Ray. Helen Ranko were pulled from assigned duty on stop and cop. Who issued the order?
Deputy Chief Bristol. He took 4 officers.
And you didn't put up a fight?
Of course I did. But you were at your press conference, and he is a deputy chief, and I'm a lieutenant.
Frank? Fred? Irwin? Heard there was some press conference.
I have work to get to, Irwin.
I thought maybe you could use a book report from the mayor's office.
I was about to give him a call.
Don't. He won't accept it. He's furious. He's talking insubordination. He's talking about how bad this kind of thing is for the department, for the city.
What about stop and cop?
Whether he shuts it down or keeps it going, you have given him a first-class candidate for scapegoat. The best advice I can give you is to keep a low profile. Other business. Anything you can give me on Timothy Mullins?
Drawing a blank.
Then you should know he is probably going to walk this afternoon.
Can't you jack up his bail?
On a lousy resisting? That's 500 and a kiss in the cheek.
You
tops.
keep telling me what bad dudes they are.
They don't get much worse.
Then why can't you keep them for more than a day?
Because that takes a witness. Whose court are we in?
Oberlin.
Oh, too bad. If it was Wachtel, we could probably get a summary execution.
Sergeant, do you have photocopies of the Parado arrest report?
Yeah, I think so. Your witness still playing it quiet, huh?
Yes.
Miss Davenport?
What?
I know it's none of my business, but what about this other case, the Mullins thing?
What about it?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody thinks that you saw him.
Including you.
I admire you, but I guess so, I do.
None of you were there, but you're convinced I saw Timothy Mullins.
I can understand why
Sergeant,
you...
you're right. It's none of your business. I'm not on trial with you people.
Oh, well, nobody's going to be on trial.
Miss Davenport, if you've got a witness who can prove self-defense, you better get him in here. $1,000 cash bail. Short date for hearing. Next case.
Docket number N679342, Timothy Mullins, charged with 14520, resisting arrest. Hats off in the rear. Hats off in the rear.
This is a piece of garbage, Your Honor. Resisting arrest and no underlying charge.
Defendant was legitimately arrested as a homicide suspect.
Then why isn't he so charged?
We are building our case, Your Honor, and in consideration of the evidence we feel we'll be able to produce, people ask $10,000 bail.
$10,000 on a resisting, Mr. DA?
Protecting the city against a civil suit. Oldest trick in the courthouse.
That's not so.
I must say, if the charge were murder, that'd be one thing, but on a paltry resisting. Bail is set at $500. Short date for hearing. Next case.
Your Honor. Your Honor, may I please be allowed to speak?
Who are you?
Linda Talbot, Your Honor. My father was Mr. Lionel Talbot, and there is something that I would like to say to you and to this court.
The arraignment's been decided. No public comment.
My father was a hero. He stood up so a man's killer could be punished, and now no one will stand up against the man who killed him.
Bailiff, kindly...
What is it about him that makes you all so scared? He isn't worth the life that my father gave. He was too good. You are all cowards. You are just cowards. I can walk.
Your Honor, may I approach? It pertains to this case.
What is it, Ms. Davenport?
The DA will take a 10-minute recess. There's a witness who wants to come forward. Then he can redraft his papers to charge murder.
Oh, come on.
Please, Your Honor. 10 minutes.
Granted. Deposit Mr. Mullins in holding till we resume. Court stands recessed for 10 minutes.
She says they've got a witness against you.
She lies. There ain't no witness. Don't worry about it, bro. You ain't got to worry about no trouble from no witness. Ain't that right, Miss Lady?
Arrest him. Arrest him on harassment. Take him to Hill Street Station.
You know what I'm saying, don't you?
I don't know what I'm gonna do, Bobby. I'm paralyzed. I feel like I got a big old fat man, his brother, just squatting on my chest.
Why don't you try to call her?
I tried to call her, there wasn't no answer. Bobby, I tell you, my life has turned into a catastrophe. What with that little head counter up there, and Dare Land's got my accidental baby.
How hard can it be, Renko? It's yes or no, isn't it?
Bobby, what if I was to get married, and then in another week, the most beautiful woman in the world would fall in love with me? A woman with sensibilities, who could cook, somebody I could spend all my money on.
You already got somebody like that, unless you're saying you don't love her.
Of course I do. She's a fine woman. But But there are a few aspects of everyday existence in which she falls short.
Like what?
I don't know.
For crying out loud, Brinko. She's young, she's healthy, she's good looking, she loves you, which by itself is an amazing fact. What else do you want? What are you saving it for? You're no kid anymore. The trouble with you, you only want women who want nothing to do with you. Grow up, pal.
Electricity's on. Lieutenant wants everybody ready to move.
Mr. Hutchcraft? Mr. Hutchcraft, your lights are on just like I promised. Will you send Mr. Tasco out? You remember what you promised, don't you, Mr. Hutchcraft? Okay. Good. Letting him toward the door now? Where is he?
Blue Fox, do you hear anything from the interior of that apartment? Over.
Negative.
Mr. Hutchcraft. Mr. Hutchcraft. What? But the lights are on, Mr. Hutchcraft. Please, I can see them from here. Listen!
Frank, we lost the hostage. I heard on the way down. They are bringing in the suspect.
Where's Mullins?
Interrogation. Where's my lawyer?
You don't have one.
Well, get her.
You had a lawyer. At the moment, you're not entitled to one.
I want to see that lawyer again.
Shut up.
I was thinking I just might do her. But now I'm thinking I'm going to put a hurting on her. I'm going to make it last.
If she ever hears from you, if she even sees you across a crowded street, you better pray she stays healthy, my friend. You better pray she doesn't even catch a cold or trip and turn an ankle, because I swear to you, if anything happens to my wife, I'll kill you.
Book him. Tell her, chump. Tell her I'm coming.
Close the door, Frank. You've got a problem here, Frank. Let me tell you what I've been thinking. We've seen some dark nights through till dawn, time and again. I like to think we've learned, we've grown, together, my best captain.
Chief.
There's been some damage, Frank. We're going to take some time. We're going to have to rebuild your career now.
What?
I can't keep you on the hill. I've cleared out a spot for you as liaison officer on a federal task force out of division. Police in the neighborhood.
Does this come from Cleveland?
I told you I couldn't protect you on this, Frank. You had your chance to make amends, and you threw it right back in Ozzy's face.
His order.
Damn it, Frank, you brought it on yourself. You forced my hand. You're out. That's it. There'll be an announcement out of my office this afternoon. I suggest you split the command between senior officers Hunter and Cayetano. As soon as the dust clears, I'll transfer someone over. Frank. There is a burnout factor to command on the Hill. I should have headed this off 6 months ago. I should have seen it coming. We'll turn this around. We'll salvage your career. I swear it.
Frank? My records are in the cabinet. Keys are in here. I'll probably have to spend a little time up here tomorrow. If not, you can reach me at Division. Frank?
This is madness.
Excuse me, Captain.
What is it, Mac?
This isn't working out there. These dirtbags, they hear you on the news, it cuts the floor right out from under us. And maybe that isn't the best way to run this whole thing.
Well, you'll want to know that Chief Daniels agrees with you. I've been relieved of my command.
What? Captain, I didn't mean it that way.
What'd you say?
I was proud of you in that courtroom.
Forgive me if I don't feel quite the heroine. I've never been more terrified.
Joyce, I'll protect you.
From your cubicle at division headquarters? Frank, they can't protect popes and presidents.
This isn't the best day of my life either.
I'm sorry. I guess you can report to your new job and see if it makes any sense.
What kind of advice is that?
I don't know. Frank, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm standing here afraid for my life.
I talked to Henry. You'll have guards round the clock.
For how long, Frank? A couple of weeks, a month. The new captain might not consider that a proper allocation for manpower. I can't trust that, can I? So I'm going to trust this.
Damn it, Joyce, that's no answer.
Damn you, Frank. The only time I've ever needed you to be a real cop and you had to go blow your mouth off.
Boy, I feel as if you're 1,000 miles away.
I feel like you're a million. Where are you going?
Out.
What is this? One, two, three, three, two.
Yeah, I think it's crazy them canning the captain, you know?
Done crazier things before, Carl.
Oh, it's just a temporary thing. I mean, it's like a slap on the wrist, right, Lieutenant?
Let's hope so.
Well, I'm putting in for transfer. I don't care what suit they ship in. The captain ain't back. I'm gone.
Now, team, I am as upset as the next person, but while we've been moping around, in case you haven't noticed, we've been getting our butts caved in.
Come on, Ranko. A big X puts us right back in it.
Very good. Okay, so you put an X like that. Okay.
What's my score now?
Just a second. Okay, 2 balls.
You put the X on. We add it up. No. Yes? Oh, we do? Okay.
Damn, I keep this up, I'm gonna have my average up over 150 first night of the season. What?
Andy, why don't you grow up?
I just need more time, that's all.
Well, I don't have more time. You gotta make up your mind.
I can't.
I had a baby once. 6 years ago.
I know that. I'm trying to take all that into consideration, you understand me?
And I had to give him up for adoption because I had no proper home for it. And I won't go through the hurt of that again. And I got my pride. I know who I am. Maybe it's not all that much. But I like myself. It's the first time in my life I can say that, and you have a lot to do with it. I love you. But if you won't marry me, I'll have an abortion. So you gotta decide. I mean, I don't know who else you'd marry. Can't imagine, can you?
Come on, Ranko, you're up.
I'm scared.
Shoot, what do you think I am? But we have a chance to build a life. And maybe it'll work out, and maybe it won't. But I'm telling you, I'm willing to try.
Hey, come on, Andy, you're holding us up.
I'll be back.
All right.